What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. I know it's been a few days. I have gotten the DMs. I appreciate everybody. Yes, I'm fine. I just needed a couple days, but we're back. And I'm really sad to announce that Don Lemon has been fired from CNN for a multitude of reasons. We're going to get into it. Like the video as my intro plays because we got a lot to discuss.
Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Okay, guys. So, I really don't feel great about this story. Don Lemon, when I first saw him, he was young, and I thought, wow, here's this guy. He's anchoring on CNN. I really thought highly of him. And as media has changed, he was more of a human than just an anchor, and he gave a lot of commentary. So, oh yes, like the video as you guys are coming in. This isn't like my normal time, so I definitely have to let YouTube know that I'm here covering this story. I don't feel surprised that he was let go, and this is why. This is me being extremely real with you guys. When it came to all of the stuff that came out about Don Lemon and his co-workers, his co-anchors, there are a few protected groups in society. And although newly people who are gay, bisexual, lesbian, they are a new protected group. The most protected group, I will say, in my opinion, has always been Caucasian women. So when it came to Caucasian, like, I knew when it came out and who he was doing these things to allegedly, I felt like his time was almost up. What's up, Brian? I see you in here. I see you guys. Miss Kiki. I just wasn't surprised. I just don't like seeing that for black men. I like to see people of color continue to like progress in life. But let me let you guys know exactly what happened in his own words, because he's released a statement. It says, let me show you guys. It says, Don Lemon was terminated from his anchor role at CNN, he announced Monday. The news comes after Variety published a story earlier this month on allegations that he mistreated his female colleagues over the course of his career there. And earlier this year, he faced backlash over widely criticized comments he made on air. Lemon announced the news on Twitter, saying he was informed by his agent that he was being terminated. Wow, the bigwigs didn't even call him. I am stunned, Lemon wrote. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought someone in management would have had the decency to tell me directly. Now, 17 years. In a tweet, CNN refuted Lemon's account as inaccurate. The network said he was offered a chance to meet with management, but instead released a statement on Twitter. So, what do you guys believe? CNN CEO Chris Litch said that the network and Lemon have parted ways, according to a memo provided to NBC News Monday. Don will forever be a part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contributions over the past 17 years, the statement said. We wish him well, and we will be cheering him on his future endeavors. Now, that was just pure PR. This was Don's tweet. Terminated by CNN. I am stunned. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have the decency to tell me directly. At no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I have loved at the network. It is clear that there are some larger issues at play. With that said, I want to, let's see if I can actually pull that up for you guys. We got like 400 people in here. Let's get to like 300 likes. I see a lot more firings to come. I liked him. CNN did him dirty. And bye Tucker Carlson too. Is Tucker gone as of today? Miss Kiki, put that in the chat. It's sad, but he really has been a problem for them. We're going to get into the allegations that were made about how he treated his female coworkers. He's a misogynist. Yeah, Now, don't get me wrong, Joyce. If all of those allegations are very true about what he did, then it is what it is. Tucker is gone too. I might need to change this. Let me look that up. Y'all, we're always solving mysteries. Hold on, let me see. Tucker Carlson. Oh, hold on. I was not expecting this. Thank you guys. You guys definitely keep me in the know. I'm going to change the title of this video because we're going to get into Don, what he did, and then we're going to get into Tucker Carlson. So let me just do that really, really quickly. I appreciate you guys for keeping me in the know. I hadn't seen that. But I can't add Tucker to the thing. So I will just add him to the title. Now, Tucker Carlson, I don't like, can't stand, and I'm okay with. But it's weird that they let them go at the same time because we know that there's no good blood between Tucker and... Hold on. Let me put this up here. Wow. And Tuckerson was definitely a cash cow. So let me see. Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson fired. Done. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. We got almost 500 people in here. Definitely like the video. So let's finish with Don, and then we'll move into Tucker. Lemon has been with CNN since 2006, joining the network after anchoring at NBC Chicago and working as a correspondent for NBC News. Can you guys still see this? Okay, yes, you can. Lemon first came under fire in February during a segment on CNN This Morning, in which he remarked that Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley, 51, was no longer in her prime. The comment was made while discussing a suggestion by Haley that candidates over the age of 75 should be subjected to mental competency claim. Now, I mean, I think it was a smart comment, but he's not necessarily what I would consider an anchor. I think he's more, he gives his commentary on things. I wouldn't say that Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, I don't think that these stations are just anchors. I think these are opinion based. So if that's his opinion, just saying. Yes, I see you guys in the chat. Tucker is a cash cow. All that stuff. Now that y'all got my wheels turning, I would not be surprised if Fox is going to clean house because they lost that very big case against the voting, the people who do the voting and who implement like the voting booths and all that. When they made all those claims that those things were illegitimate and that they were helping people win elections illegitimately, and then Fox News lost all that money, that is not a surprise. Okay, so let's continue. Y'all, we always end up coming on here and solving mysteries in real time. Dominion, thank you guys. But Fox has more money than CNN. Well, they lost like hundreds of millions. So that cuts their bottom line. Sebastian, that definitely eats into their bottom line. You guys are on it. Thank you. We got almost 500 people in the chat. I think we should be at least like 300 likes. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's see. We only have 200 likes. So let's get those likes up. So when pushed by co-anchor Poppy Harlow, Lemon told her not to shoot the messenger. Litch told employees that Lemon agreed to partake in training following public backlash to his comments. He also told Semaphore earlier this month that both CNN and Lemon have moved on from the issue. Don Lemon is a lightning rod because he really came to prominence during an era where that was celebrated and encouraged in prime time. That's what I was just telling you guys. These things aren't necessarily about just giving you straight facts. It's more fact plus opinion. And during especially the Trump era, the CNNs and the Rachel Maddows, those people were doing insane numbers. You're going to get to 250 likes. What are you going to do about it? You're going to get to 215. What, April? What you talking about? Don played himself. This is crazy within minutes. Okay, so it's the fact that they were both let go at the same time. Okay. The report was based on more than a dozen former and current colleagues, Variety said, who described Lemon as an openly hostile to women at the network. Most of the sources spoke anonymously to the outlet. NBC News has not independently verified the allegations. A spokesperson for Lemon said in a statement that to NBC News following the report that it was amazing and disappointing that Variety would be so reckless. The story, which is riddled with patently false anecdotes and no concrete evidence, is entirely based on unsourced, unsubstantiated 15-year-old anonymous gossip. Now, I do think it's important to say that if everybody is anonymous and nobody is really submitting concrete evidence, that becomes like one of those gray areas where it's just who you choose to believe or not. But again, there are certain groups of people that are very much protected, and the groups of people that he was allegedly going after are one of those protected groups. Responding to an NBC News request for comment, CNN referred to statements it made to Variety that Lemon denied the allegations and that the network, regarding a specific allegation from 2008, was unable to corroborate the alleged events from 15 years ago. So those things are important to say. That's why we do like fair coverage over on this channel. Lemon's termination comes less than 2 years after former anchor Chris Cuomo was fired. Now, Chris Cuomo took me for a loop. I never expected that from him or his brother. So when it actually happened and stuff started coming out, it was just like, does everybody in media have like a for real skeleton? Not CNN had to free up the money for Gayle King. Now, Gayle brings numbers. Remember her in that R. Kelly interview? Okay, so let's move on. The investigation revealed the death of Cuomo's role in helping his brother fight the allegations. He had previously disclosed some conversations with his brother, but the Attorney General report revealed a greater level of involvement. I do think that a lot of times these wealthy people get into these spaces where they feel like, I've been able to get away with this. I'm prominent. I can't be touched. I can't be taken down. People need to stop believing the news. It was a takedown. Charles Barkley. Yes, everybody. Okay, so you guys are with me. You guys understand what I'm saying. There is something to be said about, we see time and time again these prominent people. Oh, we give to charities, we do this and we do that, and now we're on an island. You guys know what I'm talking about. Or we were on the same plane on a private jet going to this island, but I'm completely innocent, even though the person who owned the island is very much one of the worst people on the face of the earth. Y'all see where I'm going with that? Okay, so I kind of wanted to get into more on Don and the allegations, but let's move on to Tucker. Let's see what they had to say about his firing. Okay. It says Tucker Carlson out at Fox News. Fox News and Tucker Carlson, the right-wing extremists who hosted the network's highly rated 8 p.m. hour, have severed ties, the network said in a stunning announcement. Monday's shocking announcement that Fox had parted ways with Carlson appeared to come abruptly. Just prior to the network's announcement, Fox had been promoting on its air a Monday night interview by Carlson with GOP presidential candidate Vivek. And on Carlson's Friday show, he concluded the program by saying, "We'll be back on Monday." The announcement came 1 week after Fox News settled a monster defamation suit with Dominion Voting Systems for $787 million over the network's dissemination of election lies. Fox News said that Carlson's last show was Friday, April 21st. Y'all, I told you before I even knew that $787 million will make you rethink some things. Just saying, it will make you rethink a few things. You know what I could do with 787? You know the amount of good deeds and charity work I could do with 787 million, and that was probably just somebody's salary over there for a couple years. Okay, so let's go back. Carlson was a top promoter of conspiracy theories and radical rhetoric at the network. Not only did he repeatedly sow doubt about the legitimacy of the 2020 election, but he also promoted conspiracy theories about the vaccine and elevated white nationalist talking points. So why I had to go is because there's certain words YouTube doesn't like, and the C word is one of those. Jonathan Greenblatt, the head of the Anti-Defamation League, praised Fox News' decision, saying it's about time, and for that, far too long. Tucker Carlson has used his primetime show to spew, we're just going to say, a whole bunch of different horrible rhetorics. Tucker Carlson was a key figure in Dominion Voting Systems' mammoth defamation lawsuit against Fox News, which the party settled last week on the brink of trial for a historic $787 million. Y'all know everybody at Dominion is about to get a raise and a bonus. Okay, let's continue. In some ways, Carlson played an outsized role in the litigation. Only one of the 20 allegedly defamatory Fox broadcasts mentioned in the lawsuit came from Carlson's top-rated show. But as CNN exclusively reported, he was said to be one of Dominion's first witnesses to testify at trial. And his private text messages, which became public as a part of the suit, reverberated nationwide. Dominion got its hands on Carlson's group chat with fellow Fox primetime stars Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham. Oh my God, Laura Ingraham. We can't even get on that. And a trove of other messages from around 2020 presidential elections. I think Laura Ingraham, and y'all can tell me in the chat, but wasn't it Laura Ingraham who said that was it her that said her Santa Claus and her Jesus were white? I believe that was her. We got over 800 in the chat. We still only got about 300 likes. So let's get the like count up to 500. It lets YouTube know we're here and we're not here at our normal time. It is appreciated, you guys. It's a free way to support the channel. Okay, so let's see. The communications revealed that Carlson told confidants that he passionately hated former President Donald Trump and that Trump's tenure in the White House was a disaster. He also used misogynistic terms to criticize pro-Trump lawyer Sidney Powell and reject her conspiracies about the 2020 election, even as those wild theories got airtime on Fox News. So basically, y'all, what was happening was you are presenting to your public that you know these things to be fact. Whereas when you're actually talking to people who you feel are intelligent, you're telling them, nope, this doesn't pass the smell test, but we're still going to report on it because it's in our wheelhouse to report on conspiracy theories. The more conspiracy theories report, the better our ratings are. Hey, everybody, I see you guys. Oh, that was Megyn Kelly? My bad. But I still don't like Laura. I felt like it was 1-1, but okay. The lies. Right. So you guys, we're seeing each other. So the lawsuit exposed how Carlson privately held a wholly different view than his on-air persona. A Dominion spokesperson did not comment on Carlson's departure from Fox, but it's unclear if Carlson's departure is directly connected to the Dominion case or other lawsuits related to Fox election denialism. The statement that Fox issued Monday didn't offer any explanation for Carlson's departure. I mean, you knew this man was a liar. It is what it is. They're probably letting him go to save their necks. Like, okay, we'll revamp Fox News. We'll get rid of Tucker. We'll get rid of some of the big names. We have to revamp because now it's similar to the Tasha K case. It's one of those things where typically you can probably put something out and the person it's their burden of proof to prove that you harmed them. And defamation and all that is very hard to play out. However, once there's now case law, once there is a precedent that has been set, then now these kind of things are going to come out of the woodwork. You say something about somebody that is equivocally false, they will come after you. And Tasha K lost to Cardi for $4 million. Fox News lost to Dominion for $7 million. So basically, let's say $800 million. You lost $800 million to spread fake news. Laura told LeBron James, shut up and dribble. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you. CNN and Fox News needs a revamp. Yeah, I think what's happening is people really want to hear what the actual fact-based news are. So there are actual channels out there that only give you fact-based news. And thank you, Satra. I appreciate that. 400 likes. Let's still get up to 500. Don't celebrate too soon. I'm sure that this just means he'll have his own show. Now, this is America. So, yes, Tucker may not be on Fox, but what will happen is he'll probably create his own app. And all those people who heard or found out that he lied won't care. They will definitely move over to whatever application or whatever private, station that he has. He'll probably do something on radio or a podcast. This doesn't silence them. What it does is it changes the face of the evening news. There won't be a CNN Don Lemon. There won't be a Fox News Tucker Carlson, but there will be a Tucker Carlson. Just saying. But that's how these things go. In the 2 years since the attack on the U.S. Capitol, the Fox primetime host used his huge platform to amplify paper-thin theories that the attack was a false flag operation orchestrated by the FBI and government agents because they loathed Trump, and the criminal rioters were themselves the victims. You can't make this stuff up. Oh, you can make this stuff up, but you'll lose $787 million. So he says, no, Jeffrey Tobin is no longer at CNN, or Newsmax will pick him up. Yeah, there's gonna, even this is not I am not a political channel, but anything that crosses over through pop culture and things like that, I don't mind talking about. If it's like a big topic, like the presidency, stuff like that, I don't mind talking about it. There is a space in the world for conspiracy theories. It's all over YouTube, and those kind of stories are very exciting to people. So Tucker doing that on Fox News is no different than what a lot of people do on YouTube. It fills the seats. People watch that. They take that kind of stuff in all the time. So when there was all the Hillary Clinton and the Trump stuff, I consumed all of it. I consumed CNN. I consumed MSNBC. I consumed Fox News. I wanted to hear from every political person so that I could form my opinions based on all the information that was out there. Just to say that I was informed. Now, did I believe the stuff from all of them? No, not at all. And even though you have to be smart about it. You have to hear what people say and then disseminate the information yourself. And you have to really formulate your own conclusions, because a lot of it is not fact-based. So anyway, let's move on, because Tucker has a long one. The baseless theory originated from a White Room website, and Carlson catapulted it into the mainstream by repeatedly featuring it on the show. He routinely suggested that the Capitol riot and Trump supporter Ray Epps was actually an FBI provocateur who sparked the deadly riot. In a 60 Minutes interview that aired Sunday night, Epps had this to say about Carlson's lies. He's obsessed with me. He's going to, in any means possible, destroy my life and our lives. Carlson's disinformation campaign about January 6th reached its apex just a few months ago with an assist from the newly installed House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. The top-rated Fox host obtained and aired never-before-seen footage from Capitol security cameras, but the clips were cherry-picked and selectively edited. He said on his program that he ran the tapes by the U.S. Capitol Police before airing the material, but they disputed his claims. Woo! Abby Grossberg, the Fox News producer who was since disavowed the network, claimed in a recent lawsuit that there was rampant sexism and misogyny among Tucker Carlson's show team. Grossberg, who joined Carlson's team after the 2020 election, said in her lawsuit that after her first day on the job, that it became apparent how pervasive the misogyny and drive to embarrass and objectify women was among the male staff at TCT. Fox News is aggressively fighting two lawsuits from Grossberg. A spokesperson previously said the lawsuits were riddled with false allegations against the network and our employees. But we hear that all the time from Fox News. Just saying. Y'all, things are changing. So I did not expect the Tucker Carlson. I knew that Don Lemons had just been announced. Tucker was definitely a surprise for me. I am now interested to see exactly what network newscasting looks like in 2023. Because if you're firing the ones that are giving their opinion, that means that maybe you don't value opinion-based news anymore. And if you're firing the ones like Tucker who have conspiracy theories, well, I'm not going to lie. as somebody who has consumed all these networks, I feel like Fox News does a lot of that. Like that's their bread and butter, and people eat that up. So how do you give news stories now that are true and accurate at Fox News? That remains to be seen. So, wait, I didn't know about Don Lemon. Yeah, Don Lemon was fired, and so was Tucker Carlson. Y'all, things are changing. So FYI, I hadn't done videos for the last few days. For those of you guys who asked, I just needed a minute. It was, I got a lot going on. But I appreciate all of you who asked. I will be going live, and I'm working on some really exciting things. I'm working on some really exciting interviews. I'm working on an interview actual channel. So if you enjoyed my interview with Tamika and Latasha Scott's father, it'll be those same type of interviews with real world people. Like it's gonna be. I'm very, very proud of the work that I'm doing behind the scenes to make sure that these things pop off. I am also curating conversations with other content creators so that we can do Mim's YouTube tips and do it right. So those things are all in the works. Even when I'm off, I'm technically not off from YouTube. So I appreciate you guys. Like the video on your way out. I think we stopped off at like 500. We got 900 people in here. So like the video on the way out. If anything else happens, we will talk about it. I promise. Thank you guys for being here and have a great rest of your day. Bye.